Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you are new around here, welcome, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back. I do appreciate you guys being here. I am bulk recording, so if you hear the air filter in the background, just know your girl got allergies and I'm trying to just survive. So to all of my fellow allergy sufferers out there, I feel your pain. So we're going to get through this video and we're going to continue to build our wealth, okay? So I wanted to talk about some benefits of the 401k and why we love it so much. And I'm going to give you 4 reasons why I love the 401k. And I'm also going to give you a quarterly update on our 401k, okay? So I'm going to bring up my statement, or our statement, my husband and I'm just going to walk you through how we did for the last quarter. So this is a homework assignment for you guys. Go get your statements, whether it's a 401k, a 403b, a 457, whatever your employer sponsored account is. Go get your statements, go look at them, check out any fees that was taken out. Did you get any dividends? All of that good stuff, because it's very, very important to check in with our hard-earned money, because that's what this is at the end of the day, right? Our hard-earned money. So one main reason why I love the 401k or just employer-sponsored accounts, period, is the match. I think most people love it for that reason. If you get a match at your job, right? If you get a match at your job, take advantage of it. Now, this is not financial advice. You guys know I have to do my spiel. I'm not a financial advisor or fiduciary, but I am showing you my real numbers and we're just having a conversation, right? We just having a chit chat. If you get a match, if you get offered a match at your job, that's literally free money. Now there's vesting schedules and things like that, but at the end of the day, it's your money. Your job is incentivizing you to go ahead and put money towards your future. And they are going to help you do that by giving you a match. Now, sometimes matches can be from 1%, 5%, 10%, 12%. Some people even get a 100% match. And if you do, oh my goodness, take advantage of that. That means your company is matching dollar for dollar everything you put in. Let me know if any of you get a match like that, like a 100% match, because that is like amazing. But if you get a match, take advantage of it. Now, I know some people do not get a match at their job, and that's why you can have access to like a Roth IRA or a traditional IRA. It just depends on your situation. But there are other accounts out there if you don't get a match or even have access to a 401k, because again, not everybody does nowadays. But if you do, take advantage of the match. My husband gets a 5% match at his job. I even know, like, during the pandemic, some companies actually paused their match or canceled it altogether. So I know that when people are looking for jobs, that is an incentive that they're looking for. Like, would they get a match? Would they get a match if they decided to join this employer? That's a big thing for most people, especially knowing what retirement may look like, what Social Security may look like, especially if you are closer to retirement, like if you're in your late 30s, 40s, or 50s. That's something that may be a big deal to you. So I do love the match, and that's one of the biggest benefits, the biggest draws to me to a 401k. Now let's talk about my second reason why I love the 401k, and that is pre-tax contributions. Okay, so I mean, let me move my face up. I love, let me move it down in a minute. I don't want to take out 401k match. Okay. Pre-tax contribution is another great reason why I love the 401k, because you're making contributions towards your future before taxes are taken out. Okay, so this is considered a tax advantage account. So that means, let's say you make $1,000 a month, right? And you say, you know what, I'm going to put $100 towards my 401k. That means when it comes time for the government to tax your money, they're only going to tax you on $900 versus the $1,000 you made. So the government is incentivizing you to also put money aside for your future. So if you're getting a match, that's your employer incentivizing you. And if you put it in pre-tax, like most of us, that's the IRS or the government incentivizing you to save for your future. Like I said, it's never been easier to do it, because you literally, it's like almost foolproof. And so I love being able to put money towards our future. My husband loves to do it without worrying about taxes. Now, down the line, We will have to pay taxes when it's time to take this money out. But for most of us, most people, most regular folks, we will have a lower income tax rate. So we won't have to pay that much taxes on it, considering like right now where we make a lot of money and our tax rate may be a little bit higher. When we're in our senior years, we're not going to have a whole lot of like active income or taxable income. And so we may not get taxed relatively much at all. So I do consider that a benefit. Let me know if you guys consider that a benefit as well. But sending money pre-tax is a big draw for me when it comes to the 401k. Let's come down to the third reason, and this kind of goes along with number 2, and it's that it's easy. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I love it. It's easy. Literally, you go down to your admin person, you go down to HR, and you tell them, hey, I want to sign up for the 401k. This is how much I want to put in, and they will take care of it for you. You don't have to worry about logging on to Robinhood or logging on to some other app and trying to set it up yourself. They will do it for you, okay? You don't even have to worry about trying to invest and buy a fund or something. There is a fund manager that will take care of that for you. So again, automatic, you can put as little as 25. I know a lot of plans will allow you to put like $10, $15 in it. So literally, if you are low income, if you have a lot of bills, if you just have a lot of stuff going on, anybody can do a 401k or 403b or 457, whatever your employer sponsored account is, and you don't need to do it with a whole lot of money, and it can happen automatically, okay? So I just wanted to put that out there because I know a lot of people think that they have to actively manage this. We don't really do anything to our 401k. Most people don't. Most people don't. And then number 4 is dividends. A lot of people don't know this. When I did my last dividend, not my last dividend video, when I did my last 401k quarterly update, and I showed the dividends, many of you didn't even realize you got dividends. You actually went and looked on your statements and you got quite a bit of dividends in 2022 in your 401k or your employer sponsored account. And you didn't even realize it. And this is why I'm big on financial literacy and just sharing our journey, because it'll help you to like, okay, let me go check my statement, see, what's going on there. And so, yes, we get dividends in our 401k. Now, we get the bulk of them at the end of the year, but sometimes they will, give us like surprise dividends through the year. And those are really small, but the bulk of those dividends happen in December. But you guys know I love dividends, and that's a big draw for us, is that wow, we can get dividends in our 401k. So let me know, go check your statements and let me know if you gotten any dividends so far, like year to date from January to July. Let me know if you received any dividends. So what I'm going to do, those are all the four main reasons why I love the 401k and why I think it's one of the great accounts for investing. And so I'm going to take you to the 401k quarterly statement so that you can see how we did last quarter. So hold on. Okay, guys, so I tried to zoom in with this to make sure that you can see it. You may have to turn your phone like the long way or the landscape way to see this. But we're here in Fidelity. I did block out some of the personal information. You guys know that. But you see all of the numbers, and that's what I wanted you to see. So again, this statement period is from April 4th, 2023 to June 30th, 2023. So last quarter, the second quarter of this year. So you can see what the beginning balance was. April 1st, it was $225,914.74. In this quarter, we put in $8,693.32 and our employer match. So I want you to look at this. If we put in, let's just round up and say $8,700, the employer put in $5,000, and that's just rounding, okay? So $5,000 in free money, and we put in $8,700. So this is why I love the 401k or the employer sponsored account if you get a match. It's because this is what the employee put in on behalf of my husband just in one quarter, okay? So that's why I said, even if you can't max out the 401k, put enough in so that you can get the full match, right? So that you can get all that the company will contribute on your behalf. Now you can see some fees right here, okay? Sometimes we get fees in these accounts, and sometimes there are some plans that will charge you an exorbitant amount of fees, and you don't want to pay a whole lot of fees. We are happy paying $170.51 considering everything else we're getting in this account. So we think that's pretty good, $170.51. And you can see the change in market value. That means how much this grew, $12,400. $490.73 in 1 quarter. That's insane. That's a really, really great growth in my humble opinion. You can see that at the end of June, which is the end of the 2nd quarter, we received $252,008.26. So it grew from $225,914 to a little over 252,000 and some change. So that is, that's amazing for growth. Now, when you add the growth plus what we put in plus what the contribution was, that's where you get that 252. But I mean, like, that's amazing. And then you can see vested. So some companies have vesting schedules, meaning you got to stay there for a certain amount of time to get full access to your match. My husband has 100% match. So that means he has full access to all of his retirement the day he receives it, which I really love. And then you can see he got some dividends as well during this period of $67.37. So again, like I said, the bulk of the dividends come at the end of the year, but it's nice to get those surprise sprinkle dividends throughout the year as well. So again, almost $70 in dividends. You guys know. I love that. You can also see the rate of return in this period right here, which was 5.3%. Now he's up overall year to date. Oops, sorry guys, I was asking, was I still here? He's up overall year to date more than this, but in this quarter, it grew 5.3%, which again is amazing. I love that. And then down here, you can see the asset allocation right here. And most of this money is in stocks because he has a lot of time before he would need to access this money, and then 10% of it is in bonds. And you can see about 227,000, just rounding, is in stocks, and about $25,200 of it is in bonds. As he gets closer to his retirement age, the fund manager will go in and do rebalancing, and will probably put a lot more of this in bonds and less of it in stocks, just for like safety and just being more conservative. So that is our update for our 401k for the last quarter. Let me know how you guys did. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure you like it. Please make sure you subscribe and hit that bell notification button so that you don't miss an upload every time I post a video. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye bye for now.